just a room full of cats.
So your audience is lesbians. Hi, I'm Tanya. Welcome to Kudos for Stilling. And I have my guest, Annie Manildoo, who needs no introduction, but would you like to introduce yourself, Annie?
Sure. So I'm Annie Manildoo. I'm Long Island's favorite trash bar drag queen.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm entering my 11th year of performing. I've been all over the place. I performed in Philly and Manhattan and Brooklyn and Queens and now Staten Island. That's a new one.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, right. Yep. I was one of the first queens to perform on Block Island.
Wow.
That was a fun one. And I also produced the first drag show in Little Italy, Manhattan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I listen, I produce drag shows myself, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing I love in this world, it's drag.
Oh, yeah.
So, can you tell me about like how you got into drag? What some of your inspirations were?
Yeah. So, I first saw drag on Fire Island when I used to go underage drinking at the Ice Palace back in the day.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
How did you first get into drag? What were your inspirations?
So the first time I ever saw a drag queen was Ariel Sinclair at the Ice Palace back when I was underage drinking at like 19 or 20.
As we all were.
Yeah.
On Fire Island.
Yeah, good times. It was really good. And she hosted bingo, and me and my friend used to go. And like, it was like a friend who I had kind of a crush on, but we had made out one time, and it was like one of those kinds of things. And I remember I won bingo, and she calls me up and she goes, bring your friend up. I was like, okay. So she goes, so are you two together? And we're like, no. And she goes, come on, y'all never played around with each other a little bit? And we were like, no, and it's not like that. It's like, really? You never diddle each other, nothing like that? I'm like, oh my God, no. And then she's like, did you at least make out? And we were like, no. Yeah, once. And she goes, do it again. And I was traumatized. So I was like, this is the weirdest thing. I don't know what drag queens are, but they scare me. And then as I got older, I started to see more drag queens in like media and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I get it now. This is just like okay, now.
Yeah.
And so like
they live to troll.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
As do I.
To this day, I still love Ariel. She's amazing. We still are. I consider her a friend. But yeah. So my inspirations, I guess you could say, are like it's like if Annie had to be like made up of certain people, it would be like a sprinkle of Divine, a little bit of like Lucille Ball, a little bit of Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
Fran Drescher.
Right.
Jackie Beat. A dash of Coco Peru.
Okay.
And like I took a little bit of inspiration, like once Drag Race became a thing, like
so
Alaska.
Oh, child.
Yeah, I love
Alaska.
You're
speaking my language, baby.
Yeah, she's one of the. She was actually because she kind of like helped me figure out like eye makeup, like her eye makeup.
Can I tell you? Okay, and maybe you can blame Alaska if my makeup looks terrible. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I like learned how to contour and do. Well, the eye makeup is insane. Alaska, the eye. Well, I'm a huge fan. Yeah. And I am seeing Alaska twice this year.
Love that.
Yes,
amazing.
Yeah, of course, have to. But All Stars 2. Absolutely, like my comfort go-to for anything.
It's so good. It's so good.
Alaska is one of my favorites as well. Yeah, Katya.
Yeah.
But I would say I would also add definitely say that you've got a little bit of Trixie vibe going on with the big hair.
Yeah.
And then yes. And a little bit of perhaps maybe a little Lady Bunny. Can I say?
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, when you said Trixie, I was like, it's like Lady Bunny.
Yes.
Like, and then Trixie.
Right, yes.
Because originally it was Lady Bunny. Lady Bunny was another one that was a big influence on me.
Good, yes.
Yeah,
well, good
Lady
influence.
Love
yes.
me some Bunny.
Oh, me too, Lady Bunyan baby.
Yes, ma'am.
So I mean, you said that once you started watching Drag Race. Now we know Drag Race has been on since 2009.
Since forever. Oh, yeah.
But we talked about how we do have similar favorite seasons.
Yeah,
because we are like basically the same age.
Yeah,
which is 21.
Right, obviously.
obviously. But so like I for some reason love like the blondes. whorish kinds like
Oh yeah.
like Alaska, Katya.
Mm-hmm.
Plain Jane got me together this season.
Yeah. Oh, I go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the camp queens too. Like Jinx was a big one for me.
Well, Jinx, yeah. The only strike she has against her is that she beat Alaska. No,
right.
but you know what? Alaska knew. She said, "This is Jinx's
Yeah, no,
time."
it was pretty obvious. Yeah.
Just like we know, Plain Jane was never gonna win.
Yeah, no.
She was never gonna win because they want her back on All Stars.
Yep.
Yeah, we know how Rue works,
well,
Mama Rue.
Like it's funny too because I don't. It's like one of those things where everybody always asks me like, "Oh, do you want to audition for Drag Race?" I'm like, not really. No, I'm good.
It seems like
I'm uninterested.
Boot camp.
Yeah, like I'm good. Like and. I feel like I'm 1 degree of separation from almost any drag queen, probably,
seriously, yeah.
A few people that I know who have been on the show, like it's crazy, like it's like I see it, I know.
So those are some great inspirations for drag, and I would say you talking about Alaska's eye makeup in particular, like that is what I strive for. Yeah, that's the bar. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She just has like a very it's like I was looking at it one day and I was like, oh, I see how this is done. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Like the way she does it is clever, and so I kind of stole a little bit, which every drag queen steals a little bit from every other. Of course, yeah. So that was kind of like the thing that like kind of set my style in motion. It's like what helped me find the thing that worked for me.
Yeah.
Like everybody has like a beat that they can do real quick. Like,
and then you know what? I see it. I see it. I can see the inspiration.
It's the corner color.
Absolutely. Yes. With the white. Yes. Yeah. She does a white or silver. Yes. Yeah. There's very
something
much
about it that's very like formulaic, but it works.
Really well. And it works. And I will say, in and out of drag. Yeah. It's just like beautiful. I'm like, it's not fair. For someone to be that gorgeous.
I know. It's a little rude.
I mean, it's a little rude, yeah. It's an untoward to the rest of us. I know that you have a roast, which I am looking forward to when I have notoriety, maybe.
Oh my God. I have some notoriety, but it's usually not good. But it's okay.
Listen,
we get,
whatever.
But yeah, I've been doing. So I'm Long Island. I have some regular shows that I do. I work regularly at the Shabby Tabby Cat Cafe. It's a cat rescue.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's basically just a room full of cats.
So your audience is lesbians. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you know what? It's
hey, look, I'm a fan of drag.
Tipping the scales, But yeah, it's cute. It's really great. I love what they do, and they're fantastic to work with. So I'll do bingo there every now and then. And then that's like sort of monthly, but not really. It's like whenever I remember to book it.
Yeah.
And then a monthly show that I do now, it's called Shoot Your Shot, a stage more open than Annie Manildoo's legs. And it's at a bar in Sayville. It's the Station Pub. And there's no set date for it. It's really just kind of one of those things that people have to just look out for on my Instagram. But it's an open stage show. I usually get about 10 to 15 performers who just sign up at varying skill levels. And some of them are incredible. Some of them, they'll get there.
They can use some work.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, So I'm just glad to be able to give that space to people because it's like nice to have because it's not common.
Right.
But so this next one that's coming up is my anniversary special. And so in addition to the 10 people who signed up, I invited 4 other performers who are like very close, who've been doing drag with me for like a really long time, and they're gonna roast me, and I'm gonna roast them back.
That's amazing. How we're gonna
start the show, yes. And then the show's just gonna go on from there.
There you go.
Unless read for Phil. Shit that makes me want to kick them out of the cast, and then they can kickbox
with no shoes on.
Exactly.
Uphill.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Good luck. Don't let the door hit you.
Yeah. With a good Lotus. Splitcha.
Hello, hallelujah.
Hallelujah, as they say.
Yes, ma'am.
Shangela. Anyway, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Your performance tonight was amazing.
Thank you.
And we will definitely be looping that in clips throughout the pod. And yes, thank you. Annie Manildoo, everyone.
Bye.
Sayonara.